Alright, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about why you're probably going to get burned if you start investing in some of these pot stocks. So, pot stocks have made a huge amount of noise in the market lately, especially Tilray and Canopy and Aurora. A lot of them going up twofold, threefold in the span of a month. Almost ludicrous amount of hype and segments on CNBC have been done on them. And I want to give you 5 reasons that not only are pot stocks not going to keep going up, but they're going to be coming crashing down very soon because a lot of the fundamentals of investing have been tossed out the window, and when you have a stock up 400%, that pullback's going to be hard. So first reason I wouldn't invest in pot stocks is it's way too early to invest. I mean, a lot of these companies just recently IPO'd, so they haven't been public for a long time. They're just now learning the industry. The industry itself hasn't been around for a long time. And with that, you don't know how these companies are performing before they go IPO. So once they become public, you know, but when they were a private company, how much did they pay management? How much are the expenses? Are they trying to maybe change numbers? You never know. Another thing is management hasn't been public on the stock market ever. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot more publicity. I'll get into some of that later. And also, no one has a brand yet. I mean, we all know Tilray, we all know Canopy, but I mean, first of all, the majority of Americans and people that invest worldwide, it's still illegal in their state or country. So who knows who's going to become the Apple, who's going to be the Amazon, who's going to be the Samsung. You don't know, it's too early. Second reason is the valuations are so high that Elon Musk isn't even that high. I mean, come on. How much are these valuations going to keep going up? So let me give you an example. Canopy Growth Company, right? Honestly, the most popular pot stock there is aside from Tilray. A lot of people invested in it, especially after Constellation Brands put in money to make some kind of pot drink and build a relationship. Well, let me tell you the financials of Canopy instead of the market cap. So they brought in last year $77 million in revenue. Okay, that's fine. But they lost $70 million on the bottom line. How do you bring in 77 million, lose all of the 77 million on whatever, and then lose some more to the point of like negative revenue? They pretty much made their revenue and lost the same amount of revenue. I mean, where is this money going? How much do you have to spend? Right? Just build a place in California. And so you have a company that is under $100 million in revenue, is losing money the same amount as they're making revenue, and their market cap is at $100 billion. You tell me that you would pay $100 billion for a part of a business that's losing $70 million from the bottom line. There you go. So, number 3 reason I wouldn't invest in any of these pot stocks is, man, the regulations are so far and just muddy. And I mean, first of all, it's not federally legal. So that poses an issue as, well, if the state law is going to regulate it, then each state is going to have different laws, right? Second, if it's not federally legal, that means trade and like distribution of product is going to be really highly expensive and highly controlled. Because if you're transporting marijuana, I mean, I'm sure you have to keep track of all the seeds and all the plants and all the oils. And and also I have an idea of the marijuana market because I have a connection to it of a distributor. And I mean, the stories they tell me is like people apply for licenses internationally in the US and this country needs it, but at the end of the day, when the government comes to the marijuana sector, just like it comes to every sector eventually, just like it went to Bitcoin, just like it went to tech, just like they're still going into tech with Facebook and Google. When they go in, and not only do they set regulations, but also impose taxes, and how much are the taxes going to be, that can change a lot. The fourth reason to not invest is the management has a lack of experience. A lot of these companies are very young, right? The marijuana industry is brand new. I mean, 10 years ago, if you would have told someone that there would be a public stock for marijuana and they'd have $100 billion market cap, they'd think you're crazy. But here we are, and it's still 3-4 years out. You don't know who's going to win, right? A lot of these companies, their management hasn't been public. They're used to dealing with private equity. They're used to dealing with angel investors. The stock market is not an angel investor. It wants its profits, and it wants it every quarter. Number 5 reason I'm not investing is there will only be 2 to 3 main winners in the pot industry, right? Just like any other industry, think about it. Alcohol, right? Bud Light, Corona, which is made by Constellation Brands, Heineken. There's not a million of them, right? Not everyone. But at the same time, am I comparing two completely different industries, like apples and oranges, when it comes to the pot industry and the alcohol industry? They're both vices, yes. They're both targeted for people that want to have fun and whatnot. But are they completely different in the way they interact with humans? True. So, no matter what, no one knows how this industry is going to play out. Because is branding going to be the most important thing? Is marketing? Is quality? Is lack of quality? Maybe the price is better? Who knows what will be the dominating factor that makes everyone go to that company, right? Not even management knows, I don't think. But after all that said, I know there's still going to be people that are going to want to invest in the pot industry, and I know you guys, a lot of it is, riding the hype, trying to invest. Some people say, look, the industry will grow, it will become one of the biggest industries in the world. I'm sure it will. I'm sure that in 10, 15 years, I can see it become federally legal, right? Not only in the US, but maybe even across the world. But until that day comes, you don't want to be an investor at this point because Canopy Growth Company, to grow into $100 billion valuation that it's at right now, not only does it need to make a lot of money, but how about we just start with that it needs to stop losing money. But I keep on ranting because these valuations are insane. However, if you want to invest, look, the marijuana ETF is called MJ ETF. Essentially, it compiles all of the marijuana stocks, all the biggest ones, your Aurora, Canopy, Tilray, whatnot. And if you invest in there, then you're better diversified. You're still at the same risk when it comes to the volatility. And in my opinion, you're still going to be facing quite the correction when it becomes legal in Canada. So I would even wait until it becomes legal in Canada and then maybe invest half of it then and half of it as it goes going. Alright guys, you know what? Another great video. Leave a comment if you're going to invest in the pot stocks. Leave a like. Let me know what video you want to see next. New video every day, 5 p.m. Eastern. Take care.